came here in 1968, and the difference in the excitement level, let's say, was just off the charts here. The school was in a period of incredible optimism and growth. The faculty was, I believe, 30. And if I remember correctly, there were 305 undergrad students and 20 grads, only 20 graduate students. And they wanted, everyone was like so focused into making this the best school possible. I was the first trumpet teacher here they'd ever had. I taught trumpet and started the first formal jazz band here. And actually knew a lot about studio setup for electronic music. And opened my mouth one day at a committee meeting about, well, no, you should have your signal sources flowing to your this source, and then it should go here. And everybody looked at me and said, "You're the one to put the studio together." Orchestra was happening. The band was very good. All the electricity and magic of the marching band was in place because Gene Threlkill was here. And he was here for my first 3 years. I thought it was a very exciting place. The campus, the music was influenced by the spirit of the students, you know. And this was a very contemporary campus. It wasn't what you call a jazz campus. The students were very contemporary in their musical tastes. And so, say you could walk in and start a typical jazz ensemble using traditional literature. That wasn't possible. The first percussion teacher and I, Guy Ramalko, he and I knew each other in West Virginia and have played together for a long time. So we naturally began performing together, so that the tradition of the jazz ensembles and the percussion ensemble playing together. We would do some swing, but a lot of contemporary. We had great fusion groups. And then you would use that as a hook and then branch out and show them swing and some of these other, feelings that you have in jazz. Yeah, we had some terrific fusion ensembles. Sometimes we were criticized for it, But this campus was just all I can say is the kids were just really very much into the present. And of course, they were worried about after 4 years, they would be drafted and they were on their way to Vietnam. So the students renamed the Jazz 1, they renamed it the 4-year blues band. Yeah, I mean, there was always that hanging over their heads, It was a very challenging time for students. And of course, I was here for the riots when the school closed. I believe it was 1970, and again, it was after Kent State. Kent State, where I think 4 students were killed. And we were the last university to remain open, state university. And I remember it was Monday night, and I had trumpet ensemble. And I came out of rehearsal to get into my car, and it was just pandemonium. I mean, there's kind of a fog in the air. What it was pepper gas, which is a mixture, I think, tear gas and pepper. And the students were rioting. And there were 2,000 students, all focused on Union and Court Street right there, and extending down back this way. And I'm went up in the back and I wanted to see what was going on, and the front of the group of students was very, very intense. They were digging up paving bricks, throwing them at the cops, and but the back of the crowd was like, "Hey man, I haven't seen you in a long time. How you been?" You know, and then the crowd would part and they would carry a student who couldn't see because of the gas and carry him back. But it was intense. I taught here 30 years full-time and 11 years part-time. So I think the school is settled into a very high-level regimen. You know, when I first came, there was this tremendous unrest and wanting to get better. Quality is solidified, very high-quality ensembles. And maintaining a high quality of student is been made more possible because I think scholarships are better now. You know, when I started at West Virginia, the tuition was $50 a semester. It's improved as far as what's available to the students is in the jazz area. Because, you know, within a university situation is you have to have good rhythm section teachers. There's a sound that needs to be there. So I think the quality of instruction is higher when I did everything, and really there weren't any other teachers to help with that. And I think, you know, we've embraced technology early on, especially music education, and world music. We didn't have world music, you know, before Pascal. I mean, so now we do. That's an important change, and I think we need to begin thinking beyond the traditional elements of music for us in this culture, and begin to embrace what's happening around the world. The student body demanded that the marching band play for graduation. It had never been done before. And so it occurred when some of the students in marching band were already gone, and they needed a trumpet player, and they needed a trombonist. So Bob Smith was the trombone teacher. So he and I were outfitted with uniform, and were taught the funk step. And I forget how old I was mid-30s or something. And Bob was in his 40s, but starting to gray his hair. So we did the funk step and marched down to the Convocation Center, played graduation and all that, and then came out afterwards, and those uniforms are hot. So we were standing around, there were parents around talking to their sons or daughters, and this one parent looked over at Bob. Bob had taken his hat off, so the gray hair was showing. This one parent kept looking at Bob, and finally walked over, took him by the shoulder and said, "Hang in there." You know, that was funny.